sports intro.
Hi, welcome to BMB's coverage of Mepham Volleyball girls team. My name is Stephen Soul.
And my name is Maya Passanisi. Stephen, are you excited for this game tonight?
I am actually really excited for this game. You know, looking at all of the numbers, Mepham's coming in, 3-8, Cyclones 8-1. You know, on paper, this is going to maybe not turn out so great for Mepham, but,
Yeah.
I think you always got to
Certainly
root for the underdogs. I think that's one of the most important parts of sports.
Me as well. Mepham's a really senior-oriented team with being mostly senior players, especially their strongest players like Sam Rikos and Michaela Dalby. It's really interesting to see how they're going to rely on most of their senior players tonight, and
Right.
I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
Right, 100%. Players like Sam Rikos, Abby Palmer, Michaela Dobby, all very solid athletes, very solid players, really good at carrying a team to a victory. All of them are all county athletes. They're coming to play and they're ready to go.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah, and the Cyclones, they have some pretty good players as well, like Abby
Magnus.
Yes.
Abby Magnus. She is probably one of the best players in the league. She's definitely someone that the Pirates have to watch out for.
Yeah.
If they start losing ground, they start losing the game, she is someone that can capitalize on that.
All right, so we're going to take it down to Kyle and Luke at the game.
Week. I am Kyle McCord alongside Luke Yepers, and today we got a great varsity volleyball game between the Mepham girls varsity Pirates and the Southside Cyclones. Luke, what do we got going into this game today?
Very interesting game coming into today. Two teams coming to the end of the season looking to make a playoff run. Very important, especially with the high intensity going on into this game. Both teams just looking to come out with a W. Especially after having two very good last games. The Cyclones coming off a 3-0 win versus Mineola, and the Mepham girls Pirates coming off with a 3-2 win against Long Beach. So let's get right into it.
All right, Luke, let's get into this. The serve by Barenbrock. Pass by Palmer. Set by Dalby, set up for Rakos. Gets the ball over. Barenbrock with a good bump pass. And the ball tips over off the tip of Alyssa Sincomani's hands.
That's just good placement on the tip right there. Not really the greatest set ball to get a good hit off of it, but being able to put the ball in the right spot to get the points, that's all that really matters here.
Barenbrock back up with the serve. Doesn't get it over the net. That's going to be Mepham Pirates' first point of the game. And here comes Kelly Kayacha into the game for Grace Brasil, the new libero for the team. Here's the serve by Sam Bremer. Good pass by Camilleri. Cyclones get it over the net and get a perfect spot. Splits the right in the back middle perfectly.
And that's just the goal. Getting that good set, getting that hit, just finding the right spot to put it, putting it right in that back corner, that's exactly where you want the ball to go.
Kayacha for the Cyclones up with the serve. Good pass by Palmer. Dalby gets there closely, and that's miscommunication for the Mepham Pirates. The Cyclones are going to steal 1 point from that one.
And, little mistakes like that, that's what adds up. That's usually what loses the games here, is when the team who makes the more mistakes, that's usually the team that's going to lose the game.
I agree, Luke. The team's just got to communicate more. Good serve by Kayacha. Sincomani with the roll over the net. And great dig by Grace Brasil as Mepham sneaks it over the net and gets a perfect place. Great job by Alyssa Sincomani.
Little free ball close to the net. That's all it really needs to get over to get that point.
Yeah, placing the ball in the volleyball game is very important here as Sincomani gets subbed out for Kallstadt for her first serve of the game. Kallstadt to the 6th spot. Good setup. Set behind for Magnus, and she's not able to get it over.
Hard spot. Hard spot to get a rollover on the court there. You know, just got to get a better set, better pass, and that's what will lead to a better kill.
Getting a roll over the behind the 10-foot line is really hard for athletes. Kolstad with a great serve.
Tip.
Good tip over that by Fingleton. Kolstad sets up Dobby. Good dig by Brassill. That's a quick middle. She's going to get a good tip, but it's going to be recovered. Good roll, hits the net and bounces over for the Cyclones.
You know, there's not really much you can do with that. Usually when that ball hits the net and rolls over, you know, it's kind of just an unfortunate thing if you're quick enough to get there, and it's really a lucky thing to do, but that's a really hard ball to get to.
Now for first of the game, Abby Magnus, the 12th grader. Palmer with a good pass to the center spot. Sets up Rakos from the right side. Gets blocked, but they get the recover. Sets up Rakos again. Gets a tip off it, and the Pirates get it off a tip. Off of Helena Miller.
14-6.
Rako gets her first kill of the game, and she gets subbed out for Sienna Lincoln.
Sienna Lincoln is her server in this spot. Sam Rakos will hopefully come back in soon and play her back row. But Sienna Lincoln's serve is very, very good against this team. Good serve, drops very short. Get a good dig. Swings behind the 10-foot line. Swing by Dalby, and it gets blocked out of bounds. That is a great possession by the Pirates over the Cyclones. Whittakin back up for her second serve, hopefully to get another. Good serve, sets the back row back. And that is a great swing. Sets up Dalby. Gonna get blocked, but she gets it right back. Cyclones get a free ball. Great block from the right side. Kolstad trying to dump the ball in. The Pirates keep the ball up, and Kolstad unfortunately hits it out on the roll. But that's just a great rally and all.
The ball did get hit out, but the call on the court is hit by net by Southside, so the point will go to the Pirates.
Camilleri, the right side for Southside, seems to be getting up there high, getting good possession of the ball, just getting over the blocks, which is something Mepham needs to work on. They really have to get up there on the block and make sure to get that ball down on the other side. Whittakin back up for her third serve. Back up, Camilleri, and she smacks it down right to the back middle.
You know, and that's what you expect her to do. 101 kills in the season, 9th in the county. You know, that's exactly what you expect the number 5 to do out there, is to get the ball up, get it down as fast as possible, and that's exactly what she did on that play.
Camilleri has had a great season so far as she gets subbed out for Mia Kelly, who's going to be serving for her in her back row. As Barenbrock gets subbed out for Molly Cosgrove, her front row hitter. Served by Barenbrock. Pass by Brassill to Kolstad. Right side, Dalby gets the ball down, hits the net. And the libero, Miev Britt, sadly does not get a good pass off of that. Great hit by Michaela Dalby.
You know, Dalby proposes that threat. She's a setter, but she's also a right side hitter on this team. You know, you can't take your eyes off of her because she's going to be able to hit that ball down and set up her teammates either way.
First serve of the game for Grace Brassill, the new libero from Mepham. Cyclone's going to push. Close one at the net. And that's going to be net on Paige Kolstad.
It's a hard ball to get to. Too close to the net. Try to go for that one-handed set, but that's a very difficult thing to get off, especially, you know, trying to avoid the carry that the refs usually call on that type of play.
Hallie Fingleton, a great all-around player for the Southside Cyclones. Good serve to Brassill. She keeps it up. Rakos with the second help to Dalby. Gets a good swing. Comes right back over. Dalby's going to swing right back over the net. That's a great point by Michaela Dalby.
See, this is what I'm saying, Kyle. When you have somebody that can also set the ball up and prepare their teammates for success, but also be able to hit the ball down, it really makes it difficult to guard. Somebody that you always have to be aware of and stay alert.
Now Michaela Dalby in the background. Now is the setter as Alyssa Cinquemani comes in for Paige Kolstad as Dalby serves the ball. Gets a good pass. And a messed up pass by the Cyclones. They weren't able to get it high enough off the low serve by Michaela Dalby. Dalby with the serve. To back row to Britt. Gets a tough pass for the set by Mia Kelly as Molinari is not able to get to that ball. And that's going to be a timeout by the Southside Cyclones. Now, Luke, the Mepham Pirates have a great lead right now, 10-6 over the Cyclones. They're the division leaders in their conference. Hopefully, Mepham can stay with it. Hopefully, they're able to get a good win coming off a great win against Long Beach.
Yeah, and hopefully, Dalby can keep that streak of keeping the serves down. You know, her being all county last year and Newsday's top 50 to watch. She hits right side, as I said, when Paige Kallstad hits sets in the front row. But she has 146 assists in the season, 13th in the county with 66 kills. You know, that's impressive stats for somebody that's playing two positions at the same time during the game, you know.
Such a crucial position to be a setter, especially when you're able to be that tall and have a good front row. Michaela's just able to hit right side like an outside would, and she's able to set like Paige Kallstad, her teammate, would.
It's one of the most difficult positions on the court, Kyle, you know. Being able to set the ball up, that's not an easy thing to do. You know, there's a lot of things you got to watch out for. Double hits, carries, whatnot. You know, her being able to play two positions at the same time, it's impressive.
Dalby back up for her serve. Serves it back left, and they let it go out. Great eye by Allie Fingleton as she lets it barely go out of bounds. Now coming in for Britt would be the other middle, Helena Miller for the serve. Dalby sets up a pick to Sam Rakos, and it gets blocked straight down. Great possession by Abby Magnus, their best blocker on their team. She's 17th in the county with 20 blocks. Oh, what a serve by Helena Miller. As Abby Palmer is not able to get that ball up, and it just goes out, just out of Alyssa Cincomani's reach. Helena Miller back up with the serve as the Mepham Pirates let it go. Great communication by the Pirates there.
You know, I always say, Kyle, the first pass is the most important play of the whole game. If you get that first pass, leads to a good set, leads to a good hit. That's just how it is, and that's what you got to do in these games.
Abby Palmer up with this serve now. Great pass by Britt. Up to Magnus. Magnus smacks it, and that speed is not enough for Grace Brasso.
You know, that's a hard hit ball, and it's going right down to the corner. You know, it's pretty high up there, and Grace couldn't move her feet enough to get to that ball. It came in too fast, and the Cyclones get away with the point there.
Being that far off the net, Abby Magnus has a cannon for her arm. She hits it right at Grace, and she's just not able to get it. Now for the serve, Baron Brock. Pass by Brassill, set by Dalby to the middle for Bremer. Good dig by Fingleton. Outside, and they go complete cross by Molinari. What a hit. Able to get past Grace Brassill on that cross.
Being able to read the court and see where the players are not while in the air, it's a split second that you got to make that decision, and she made that decision, and she got it right, and that's what leads to the point.
Baron Brock with another serve. Good pass by Brasso. Dalby sets up the outside for Rakos as she smacks it down, and that is going to be called net on the Southside Cyclones, and Mepham's going to take one from that.
Rakos, definitely a player to watch. I mean, you see her preparing and getting ready for 1-2 step on the outside. You better pray you have four hands up there to block it.
Blocking Sam Rakos is the most crucial part to stopping her. Sam Bremer with a great serve to Fingleton. Sets up the middle to Magnus. Great dig by Bremer. Sets up the right side for Cincomani. As Mepham goes straight down on that block. Good try getting up there, Camilera, but she is not going to be able to get this kill.
Rakos not only showing off what she's got offensively, but also to show off what she's got defensively, getting up for the block, as well as Kayesha.
Bremer serves this one out. Bremer is a great server, but as she does not play back row, she got a great dig on that last possession. Here comes Brasso, the new libero for the Mepham Pirates, as Abby Palmer was until they switched positions, and now Abby Palmer plays outside all the way around. Served by Molinari. Set to Dalby. Cincomani almost gets it over, and a good save by Cincomani as she gets a good tip. Camilera, Britt gets the ball up, but that's not going to be enough. Great possession by Mepham.
Big block by Kayacha. 14 blocks in the season. She's just outside the top 25 in the county. She plays a really big role in this Mepham defense, being able to get up there and get the blocks down. That's what she's known for on this team.
Colsack coming in for single money for another rotation of serving, as Michaela Dalby is now the right side for Mepham. Colsack with the serve, great speed. Britt gets it up, sets up the outside to Fingleton. Great dig by Palmer. Rakos sets it down to Britt and sets a back row to Molyneux. Keeps it up. Rakos rolls it over. Doesn't get enough. Good block by the Cyclones. That's not going to be enough. Cyclones are going to get that point.
Ball jammed up the Pirates there, making it hard to get a good pass off, and that's exactly what you want to do in that situation.
Back up around the serving is Abby Magnus. Great hitter and great blocker all around. Good serve over the net. Palmer gets it up. Rakos to set up Dalby. Dalby's not going to be able to get that one over.
It's a hard ball to hit, not in the spot that you really want it as an outside, but sometimes you got to make the adjustment, and sometimes you just can't because of how difficult the ball is placed. So
also a hard set to make by Rakos from the opposite corner to another. Magnus sets it up. Brassel gets the dig. Dalby gets the set. The Cyclones set up the outside to Fingleton. Rakos up. Set the back row to Magnus. Weren't able to get it to the setter for the Cyclones. Colsat sets up Rakos. Cyclones get a good dig, and they're not even able to keep it up as much.
When you block the ball, you got to have people covering, making sure the ball doesn't fall like it was tipped over, because that's what's going to happen. So when you cover that spot, most likely going to get a good pass off. But on a case like that, ball just falls in the spot you don't want it to, and you let the other team get the point.
Now to serve for Sam Rakos again is Linikin. Good pass by Britt right to the setter spot to Meyer, as it is hit down but is blocked. Good save by Kolstad. Keeps it up to get the ball over. Hit by Camilleri. Back up to Dalby. Dalby gets the save. Kayacha hits it over. Camilleri back out it, and that is out on the hit. Great communication by Mepham to keep that one out.
Even when Kolstad's in the game, if she's setting for the team, it makes it difficult for the other team to guard it, because Dalby has the ability to set a ball that's not to Kolstad if she needs help, and that's important.
Linigan back up for a second serve, subbing out Sam Rakos. That ball drops right in front of Mullaney. Great pass to Barenbrock to the outside. Great dig, and it's going to go over. Sadly, Sienna's not going to be able to get that second dig. That first dig just went right over the net just for another setup for the Cyclones.
That's a great read by Mary. Seeing the ball come over the net right next to where you want the ball to be set, she just swings it right back down, and the Pirates can't get settled enough to get a good pass off, and that allows the Cyclones to get a point.
Camilleri coming out now for Kelly. And Barenbrock subbing out for Cosgrove. Here's the serve for Kelly. Ball's going to drop. Rakos gets down on that. Kolstad to the middle to Kayacha with the kill.
What a dig. What an effort made by Rakos to get that ball up to Kolstad. Leads to a good kill.
That serve at no spin, and that's a knuckleball, and that is dropping straight down. Served by Brasso. Good dig by Britt. Sets up the outside. Great call by Mepham. Not even on the court, but also on the bench for calling that ball out.
The idea of the placement was there. That's exactly what you want to do when you're at that position. See that people are playing the middle of the court, find the outside, find that cross. Just couldn't get it inside the court.
Brasso up for another serve. Great serve. Good pass by Britt. Sets up the outside to Cosgrove. Good dig by Rakos. The call set to the outside to Dalby. Gets it down off the tip block by the Cyclones.
It's important to learn how to go up for the block, being able to close the hands so the ball doesn't slip on your side like it did right there. That leads to a point for the Pirates.
Cosgrove from nowhere trying to get up on that block, but it's not enough for Michaela Dalby as Brasso misses her serve as it hits the net too short. Now up for another serve is Allie Fingleton, another all-around player for the Cyclones. Barely gets over the net as it tips over. Great serve by Fingleton to get that ace.
And you see that happens sometimes, Kyle. That's a frustrating thing to really deal with. The fact that it hit the net so hard and then it falls so slowly and nobody can really get there.
Something that you can't really predict, but it's unlucky to happen for the opposing team. As Fingleton serves back over, good pass by Brasso. As Bremer sets up Palmer for the outside. Good dig by Keller. Cyclones barely get it over as Brasso hits from the back row. Great block by the right side of Bremer and Dalby as Dalby gets set up again. Good tip by Dalby, knowing where to place the ball.
That was a great possession by both teams. It just came down to, placement of the ball, really, where the pass is going and whatnot.
Now calls that, hits the front row and comes out for Cinquemani, which means Dalby is now the new setter in the back row for them. Dalby up with the new serve. Good serve, sends Britt back a bit. Sets up the right side to Miller. Great effort by Rakos as she almost gets the dig with one hand. Now, Luke, this game is getting down to the wire. It's now 20-18. Mepham is still having the lead. Served by Miller. Brasso with a good pass. Dalby sets it up to Palmer for the right side. Palmer gets a good tip. And Mepham cannot get that over on 3 hits. A little scrappy one for them.
It was a hard ball to get over. The set wasn't exactly where Palmer wanted it, but she did what she could with it.
Quick serve by Miller. Brasso didn't seem to be ready as Palmer gets it over. Dalby with the free ball, sets up the Cyclones well. Magnus gets it over. Good tip into a good spot. Overpass. Magnus blocks it over. Dalby with the dump, and that is a great center dump by Michaela Dalby, knowing where everyone is on the court.
And that's how you play it off as a setter. You got to make it look like you're about to set up your player. The player got to make the approach, and she just did a great job making it look like she was setting up the player and dumps it off, and nobody was ready for it.
Dropped right in front of the Cyclones. Great set by Michaela Dalby as Palmer sets it up. Magnus gets the ball over. Good communication by Mepham to leave that one out. Mepham's taking a 22-19 lead. Only 3 more needed to win this set.
Just missing the spot in the back line.
Palmer up for another set. Britt, good pass to Magnus in the middle, and she's going to smack that down. Cyclones seem to be getting hot off that one.
That's a good kill. That's going to get the team fired up. Maybe it's going to give them some momentum to really pull it through right here and get this winning set.
Berenbrock coming in for the serve as she tries to get the Cyclones going to get the next 5 points for them. Winning the first set is crucial in volleyball. Brings a lot of momentum to the game. Berenbrock, good serve to Palmer. Dalby up, and that is an overset by Dalby to Rakos. Sadly, Sam Rakos wasn't able to get there, but that is just a great serve by Berenbrock as she comes up for another one. Short serve, Brasso gets there. Dalby to the middle to Bremer. As Mepham does not get the call of the tipped block, this is going to be a point for the Cyclones as they tie the game 22-22, and Mepham's going to call a timeout.
Like I was saying, that one kill by Magnus led to momentum. They got 3 points straight right there. Now they're tying up the game right now, and that's a crucial part. As the Pirates call a timeout, hopefully they can come back and figure out what's wrong and get it going. As we look at the standings of the Conference 1, the Pirates with a record of 3-8, and the Cyclones with the best record of 8-1. This has been a good game too, so it shows you how much fight they have in the teams. But it doesn't really matter because all the teams in the Conference 1 get to go to the playoffs. So this is really them preparing to make a playoff run. Both teams, no matter what it takes.
Such a thing that's big about the conference is that everyone is able to beat each other. And there's no big outstander to some. The Cyclones are the #1, but Mepham has put up a fight against them.
And the fact that every single team in the conference goes to the playoffs, it shows you how well-skilled this conference is. This is a difficult conference to play against, and that just shows you how much skill both of these teams can have no matter what the record says.
If won the highest conference, these teams cannot give up. There's always going to be a fight, even to set 5. As Berenbrock comes up for the serve, pass by Palmer. Dalby with the set to Cinquemani with the tip from the right side. Mepham keeps it on their side. Dalby back up to Cinquemani. Gets a good block off the tip. It tips off Magnus' hands, and the Cyclones in the background freeze as they watch it drop in front of them.
again, you just have to cover off that block. You know, you never know where the ball is going, if it's going back on your side or going back on their side. You have to be able to cover the whole court, move your feet, get to the ball, and set it up for a new point.
Bremer in the middle serve from Mepham. Brassel is not in for this possession. Good pass by Fingleton. Sets it up, and that is an out hit by Molinari. Mepham only needs one more to win this set, which will be huge for momentum reasons. Sam Bremer back up for a second serve. Plays a good back row in the sub for the middle. Good serve, Fingleton to the middle to Magnus, and that is out, and Mepham wins the first set against the #1 seeded
And like you
Southside
said,
Cyclones.
that's a big first set win. You know, leads to the momentum of the game. So we'll just have to see the rest of the game plays out as we prepare to get into the second set, and we're going to now send it up to the studio.
I said it once and I'll say it again. The girls are here to compete and they're here to win. It was such a close game, such a close set, sorry. You know, I think at one point we were leading by 4 points.
Yeah, back and forth constantly, like the whole set. It was very like back and forth type of game where you never really knew who was going to take the win, and thankfully Mepham did.
100%. You know, Mepham has 3 and 8. You know, they, you know, on paper, that's just not showing what kind of team they are and what kind of players that they have. And hopefully tonight they can show the entire league what Mepham's here to do.
Yeah, they're here to win. They're trying their best at doing what they can, especially against teams like this where, you know, to anyone else you might expect them not to do as well. But as we just saw right there, the game was close the whole time, and, you know, you never really knew who was going to take the win.
100%. You know, the Cyclones are putting up definitely a great fight, but I just feel Mepham's really just punching them down. They're just getting to the ball. They're being fast. They're being very athletic. They're getting the ball over. They're not making any mistakes, and it's really going in Mepham's favor right now.
So I think that first part of the game, that was really good to see. I think that we got to see a lot of Mepham's strength and got to see that they are definitely not backing down no matter how intimidated they might be by this team. They are going to try their absolute best, and just we can hope for the best.
Right. You know, there's a lot of volleyball left. Hopefully this this could be a wake-up call for the Cyclones, or, you know, it could not be. Maybe Mepham can win 2 more sets straight, get the win, go home, have a night, and that could be it. But you never know. I think it'll be a very close game.
Me as well. You know, like the whole time you really couldn't tell what was going to happen. And I think that all the girls have been playing really well so far, and I'm really excited to see how they continue to play with the rest of the game.
100% agree with you. I mean, if you go over the 3 keys that Mepham's had, serve strong, get the other team out of the system, be agile up front. Mepham's just checking off boxes one after another.
Yeah.
They are just pedal to the metal.
Yeah, they're following all the ways that they should be, and they're doing everything they should be.
100%. I mean, it's just a great game overall. Close game, great game. It's one for the books.
I agree completely. You know, I'm just really excited to see how everyone plays within the next, you know, 4 sets possibly?
Possibly 4 more sets.
We're going to send it right down to Jake and Brandon.
Set of Mepham girls volleyball game. After a great first set, I'm Jake Maxwell. Alongside me is Brandon Catalina for the commentation in the second set.
Yeah, that was a great first set. Mepham won 25-22, and it was very close the whole time. No team really broke away during that first set.
No, definitely. You know, a little comeback at the end there by Southside, but Mepham was able to pull away in the end. I expect a great rest of this game, and going to be going back and forth.
Yeah, I agree. As we are getting ready to get underway.
As we're going to have Abby Palmer, outside hitter, serving first for the Mepham Lady Pirates. Palmer gets ready to serve. Service is called by the ref. Palmer bounces to the ball, puts the hand up, jumps, sends a floater into the net. So that's going to be point Southside to start.
Yeah, that's especially when you win the first set, not exactly what you're looking for, but it's just 1 point and there's still more time to improve.
Definitely not how you want to start the next set. Now here comes Kira Molini, just come to serve here. She sends a floater. Palmer receives. Brassel to Rakos. Rakos hits one out of bounds, as that's going to be 2-0 advantage for Southside here. As Rakos, we're going to really want to key in here in the second set. As Mepham's going to look to feed her when she's in the front row to really, give them that power they need. Serve comes. Palmer receives again. Cinquamani comes over for help. Bremer bumps over a free ball. Southside sets. Tip over. Brassel. Dobby. Dobby to Rakos. Rakos with the hit. Digged, but it's going to go into the net after the dig from Mulaney, and it's going to be point for Pirate. And they're going to call
over the net. Her hand was over the net while she hit it, so it's going to be a point Southside. So it's going to be 3-0 Southside.
3-0 Southside. Mulaney's going to go back and serve. As Baron Brock's a setter for the Southside team, keen in on her as she's going to be feeding her hitters throughout the second set as they get a quick 3-0 start. Serve goes back to Palmer. Palmer to Dalby. Bremer and Cinquamani have a little bit of a miscommunication there. Cinquamani thought Bremer was going to get the ball. Bremer thought Cinquamani had the ball and ends in a point for Southside.
Yeah, just how Southside wanted to start the second half after losing.
Definitely. Starting 4-0 is going to be a big way to bring them to a win in the second set.
And as we are almost getting ready, both teams are very good in the highest division. So even though the Pirates don't have the best record, it's still, they made the Long Island Championship last year, so they could still beat anyone.
And the serve comes over to Brassel. Dobby pushes it out to Rakos. Rakos with the hit, gets digged, back over. Palmer to Dobby. Dobby back to Rakos. Rakos gets stuffed at the net.
Magnese with the great block, as she is pretty much the best player. She's insane. She does everything for the Southside team.
Definitely looking out for, as that was Catherine Calamari actually with the block there for Southside. And the serve goes out of bounds there, so Mepham's going to be able to get a point here. And as it looks, Sam Bremer is going to be serving for the Mepham Pirates team.
Yeah, last mess serve, it went 5 points Southside, so we'll see what the Pirates can do.
Yeah, definitely how they're going to be able to climb back into this one. 5-1's not terrible, but you don't want it to get bigger. The serve goes, and that's going to land inbounds right in that back corner of the court. Perfectly placed for Bremer there with the ace.
Yeah, as you said, perfect shot. I mean, you couldn't really hit that much better for the ace.
No, definitely. That's basically the only place that you could put that to get an ace against this great Southside team. Bremer with the serve, jump float over, and Southside with a not a great pass there. Now Dobby pushes out to Rakos. Rakos slams one down the line, right past all the Southside defenders there, getting another kill.
Yeah, Rakos great spike, and that was an amazing kill as we just saw.
Definitely. As that was Sydney Marshall who had the original pass for Southside, but they were unable to capitalize with anything on that. Bremer's going to come back. Hand goes up. Jump float serve. Gets kind of in the chest area of the Southside defender. Free ball sent over. Received by Bremer. Back to Rakos. And Rakos with another kill, as they're just going to be feeding Rakos throughout the second set, as she's that star power for this Mepham Pirates team.
Both of these rallies started after missed hits, not getting it over, and you can see how this would change the complexion of the game, as she had 131 kills going into this game.
Yeah, top in the county in kills for Rakos. And a great serve from Bremer there. Southside gets back. Great pass, though. And that's going to be a kill for Southside's Magnese. And Magnese has 68 kills on the season and 20 blocks, which makes her 17th in the county in blocks this year.
Yeah, we saw her have one great block already in this game in the first set, so she's one of their best players.
Definitely. Now she comes to serve. She sends a jump float over. Palmer receives. Dobby to Cinquamani. Cinquamani jumps, sends it in the back left, and that's going to be tried to be received by Baron Brock, but that's unable to happen, and she sends it to the back part of our gym here, and is going to be a point for the Mepham Pirates. as that makes it 6-5.
Yeah, as we have Collins for the serve.
Here comes Kallstadt for the serve. Kallstadt sends it right to the libero. They set up their middle. And Kallstadt with the dig, and they get it back over. Ricos, but they're going to call a carry, it looks like here. A double touch there on the ball over.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, but it's going to go Southside's way here as we have some substitutions.
Yep. As that was libero Maeve Britt for Southside, who had that original pass to set up the ball over and end up getting the point.
Yeah, and we're going to have Malari with this getting subbed out for Kelly.
And here comes Kelly for the serve. Kelly with the jump float. Brassel receives. Dobby to Kakaya. Kakaya kind of throws it down. And the ball gets sent back over. Palmer to Kallstadt. Kallstadt to Rakos. Rakos sends one, but that is received like it's no problem by Mulaney. Then free ball gets sent over. Dobby receives. Kallstadt, kind of passes over with the set there, and no one's home.
I know Pirates got that point, but that was an unbelievable effort by Milani just to keep the ball in play, and anything can happen with that.
Here comes Linekin coming in the game, as she's a key server for this team. Actually had the game-winning ace last night against Long Beach, winning in 5 sets with the game-winning ace. But the Pirates came back from being down 14-13 in the 5th set to 15 points. Linekin sent it to Mulaney. Over. It sets to the right side hitter. And that is a kill right there. As that's Kelichan, the right side hitter for the Southside team. Filling in for McCormick, who's hurt right now. And Kelly McCormick's a great player on the Southside team. So definitely a way to step into the role there. Kallstadt to Kaya. Kaya gets rejected at the net by Miller.
Yeah, as you were saying, Kelly McCormack, 23 kills, 46 digs, and 4 aces on the year, who is hurt for Southside, which is a big loss.
Definitely. Here comes the serve. She gets sent over the net. Rakos. Kallstadt kind of gets it right off the pad there. Kakaya sends a free ball in. Now they're setting here. And they try and push it over the tip and gets rejected by Dobby.
Yeah, Kallstadt running into a pole here to make that huge play, which will give the Pirates the point.
Definitely there. As looks like Brassel's serving now, and Bremer comes in the game as she's going to be playing middle. As the setter right now for Southside is Kelly. Brassel sends it. Received by the libero. Kelly to the outside hitter Mulaney. Mulaney sends it at Brassel. Brassel goes for the dig there, but cannot direct where she's passing that ball. As it's 10-7 Southside, which isn't terrible. Start after Mepham started down 5-0 in the set.
Maloney with that great kill there will get them the point.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great kill by him. As now Miller serves. Miller sends it to Rakos. Rakos to Kallstadt. Kallstadt to Dobby. Dobby loads up and fires one into the block of Southside as they deflect it out of bounds, and that's going to be point advantage Mepham Pirates there.
Yeah, Dobby with a great spike there with it getting hit by Maloney. However, it will be Pirates point.
Now Cinquemani checks in the game for Kallstadt, and Dobby's going to be serving. Now Dobby is the setter for the Mepham Pirates now. As the Pirates run a 6-2 formation where they have 2 setters who are Kallstadt and Dobby. Dobby sets it Cinquemani. Cinquemani gets blocked, and nobody's there for the coverage as a block by Milani. There.
Maloney has been everywhere right now for Southside. Involved in the past couple of points, and now with a great block.
Definitely. Setting, really bringing the Southside back after going down 1-0, bringing them through the set. I mean, I don't think I haven't heard her name on a play so far this set.
Yeah, as we have Komolari and Benenbrock getting subbed in for Southside.
And now you have Brendan Brock serving there. Serves. Palmer. Over to Dobby. Dobby to Cinquemani. Cinquemani hits. Received. Sets up to Milani. Milani with the tip. Dobby receives. Brassel for the help set. Cinquemani there. Sam Bremer calling out the cross there for her team as she does it. Goes into the block and gets hit down. As that's going to bring it to 11-9 Southside lead.
Yeah, Cinquemani on the spike there. And it just gets enough. It gets over, gets tipped, and gets in the right spot.
As Cinquemani's been racking up those kills. Now you have Palmer with the serve. Received by the libero, Britt. Now tipped over by Calamari. Now it's going back. Palmer saves it, but Rakos is unable to get it over the net and direct that ball to where she wanted to go. So that's going to bring up 12-9 Southside lead.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy point. People running all over, but just not able to get it over for the Pirates.
And now Milani is serving here for Southside. Serves it. And that goes in. And that's an ace right there for Southside Cyclones. It's Milani just once again making her name known in this set.
Yeah, that was a Maloney with another perfect play. That was a perfect serve, just landing on the line.
Yeah, definitely. As she's getting ready to serve now. Pirates regrouping. Serves it over. Right to Brassel. Over to Dobby. To Bremer. Milani with the dig. Here comes Bremer Brock with the set. And they go for the kill there, but it's hit out. As that was Magnese trying to get the kill there, but was unable to do it.
Yeah, Bennenbrock fed Magnese, however, just not able to connect on the court as it was just off.
As Brassel comes off the court, getting Kakaya in the game. Bremer's serving. As soon as Bremer's done serving, it's going to be Brassel right back on the court. There it is. Right to the libero. Back over. Now they set up Rakos. Rakos sets it, sends it over. They get the back. Bremer with the pass. Looking for Rakos again. Rakos gets stuffed at the net by Magnese. And Magnese is hyping her teammates up, going up 14-10.
Yeah, Magnese with a great block there, getting her whole team now hyped up as she will go to the line.
Is back on the court. And Magnese is ready to serve, like you said, Brandon. Here comes Magnese with the serve. Right to Palmer. Palmer to Dobby. Dobby to Cinquemani. Cinquemani to Magnese. Sent over. And now that's spiked, and that's going to land inbounds right there. That's just perfectly paced. As Berenbrock with the set. And the kill comes in from Calamari there.
Yeah, Calamari with another perfect hit. Just lands on the line, and that's what you're going to have to do for both of these teams to score points, because both of these teams are some of the best in the county.
Definitely. You know, you got to be perfect here to really, you know, pull ahead in a game like this. And that's what Southside's being right now. Palmer makes a diving play there. Now Rakos. Rakos rolls it over. Kind of hits the net there. Gets the perfect spot. Kakaya with the block down. Now the help set. And that's sent. Brassel. Dobby. Rakos. Rakos with the shot. And that's going to be a kill as Magnese stuck one arm out there but was unable to keep it in play for her team.
Yeah, Magnese and Kunkal with great diving efforts. They get it over still, but then with Mepham with the perfect kill.
Now Kallstadt comes into the game to serve, as she's going to be the setter now. Michaela Dobby's going to be playing right side here for this team. Kallstadt with the serve, sends it over. Right to Britt. Brenrock to Calamari. And Palmer dives and lays out, but is unable to make the play there as it goes 16-11 Cyclones.
And there will be subs here. You have Kelly subbing for Calamari, and you will also have Bennenbrock subbing out for Telecan.
Now let's see here, as Kelly is going to be your setter now as she serves. She sends over the jump serve. Brassel to Kallstadt. Dobby sends it back to Kallstadt. Coming to Rakos. Rakos finds an open hole there and is able to get the kill.
Great play by Keller for getting the back shot so it could go over.
Definitely. Now Linnekin comes in to serve for Rakos. We'll see what Linnekin can do here. Maybe get an ace. Linnekin slamming the ball at the ground. Getting ready to serve it up. Linnekin sends it. Sends a little backspin on it. Kelly sets it up. The down ball gets sent over. And Linnekin is able to bump it over and find an open spot for the kill there. Yeah. Not your textbook kill, but that is a kill.
Yeah, it just looked like Linnekin was trying to get it over, but no one home, and it went right in the middle.
Yeah, definitely. Now Linnekin's going to serve it up here. She sends that serve with backspin, but a little too much air under it, and is unable to find a spot inbounds, as it's going to go out of bounds. And Rakos is going to check back into the game now.
It's 17-13, and it's still anyone's game, set 2.
Yeah, definitely. The serve comes, and the Mepham Pirates call it out as it goes out, making it 17-14 game here.
Yeah, just out right there. And you are going to have the libero from Mepham, Brasil with the serve.
Now Brassel is going to be serving. Brassel sends a jump float right at their libero. Britt Now Kelly sets it up for Mulaney, and that's going to go out as Mulaney makes her really first mistake at letting the Pirates creep back in. It's 17-15 now. Perfect opening for the Pirates, come back here and take the lead.
Yeah, Mulaney, even though she messed up that play, she's been all over.
Definitely. Mulaney with the pass there. Goes from Kelly. And that's set over, and that gets blocked by Dobby. Now Mulaney, and that's going to be hit inbounds by Mulaney, making it 18-15 here.
Yeah, just when she makes a tiny mistake, she makes right up for it with that perfect shot.
As now Magnese checks in for Britt.
We're going to have Miller on the serve.
There goes Rikos. Kallstadt sets it, looking for Bremer, but it has a little too much power on that and sets it over the net, giving them a perfect chance to block that right down on the Mepham side, making it 19-15. Not a mistake you want to have there, but we'll see what Mepham can do to come back here.
Yeah, they got to come back down 4 late.
Now Miller serves it. Palmer. Kallstadt. Dobby, and Dobby finds the open spot there, getting the kill right in between, right into that 6 spot on that defense of Southside.
Yeah, and you're going to have Mepham with subs, with Kamilari subbing in for Kallstadt.
Yeah, that's Cinquemani coming in there for Kallstadt. Dobby with the serve. Dobby right to Maloney. Now Kelly over to Magnese. Magnese gets blocked at the net, but it goes back on the Mepham side. Bremer goes for the kill. A little off balance there. Now Britt with the help set. Over, and that ball is going to go out of bounds as that causes it to be a 19-17 game here.
Yeah, just over, and now anyone's game. Kayla Dobby with the serve now.
Here comes Dobby. Dobby serves it over. Finds the back row there. Right, Kelly with the jump set on it, pushed herself out of position, and that gets over there. Mulaney with the dig. Come back, Mulaney goes for the kill, and that's going to be a kill as it goes off Cinquemani's hands, making it a 2017 game.
Yeah, Maloney gets the dig, and then right after that gets the kill. As it's going to be more subs in for Southside as Kamilari and Benenbrock get subbed in.
Benenbrock's going to take over in that setter position now. Going to be looking to feed Magnese. Here comes Benenbrock with the serve. Serve goes to Brassel. Dobby right to Cinquemani. Cinquemani sends it over, and that's going to go out of bounds there as they're unable to get a point. And Coach Tom Wilderman's going to call timeout and talk to his team, down 21-17.
Yeah, this has been a great start to this game. As we look at the assist leaders, you have Benenbrock at 187, and then you have Michaela Dobby at 160 in 13th place.
Yeah, definitely. Dobby 6th place, Benenbrock in 6th place. It's been a great matchup between setters today. And that's, great to see that these two setters, you've seen a competitive game as they both run a 2-6, a 6-2 offense. So if they were running a 5-1, potentially both of them could be 1 and 2 in the county if they were the only setters on the court.
Yeah, not being the only setter can hurt some of your assist stats because then other people get it. As it's 21-17 currently in the set 2 when Pirates won the first set. And yeah, it's still anyone's game. It's only 4.
Yeah, only a 4-point deficit here. But then again, Southside only needs 4 more points to win the game or win this set.
Yeah, only 4 more points for a game to be tied, or 4 more for Southside to win.
Yep. Now Benrock's going to be serving here. Getting ready. Ref calls service. Now ref calls service. Benrock's ready to serve. She sends it up. Sends it to Brassel. Dobby with the set. Now Palmer hits it, and she finds an open spot and gets the kill there. As a server, that's not the number one thing you want to do, setting it to libero on the serve, because that's the best passer that you're going to be facing on the team.
Yeah, Abby Palmer also top 50 to watch by Newsday with 128 digs and 11th in the county.
Yep. And that ball lands in for the ace by Palmer. As Palmer started off this season as the libero, but now transitioned to outside sitter and playing all the way around. So you still get the power of her being in the back row next to libero, so you really have 2 liberos out there, and then an extra great hitter in Palmer being out there.
Yeah, 2-point game, 21-19 as she serves.
Palmer sends it. Britt gets it. Now it comes in. And that abounds, making it a 21-20 game, as this is a great game. The first set was great, being 25-22, and now you got 21-20.
Yeah, Albie Palmer starting a rally right now.
Palmer comes in with the serve. The serve, right to Britt the libero. Sends it. Brenbrock finds Magnese, and Magnese has a punishing kill there, making the game 22-20.
Yeah, Magnese has 68 kills coming into this game, and still 20 blocks, 17th in the county. She does everything, and that was one great kill.
And Mulaney comes in. She serves. Palmer to Dobby. Dobby to Bremer. Britt eats the dig there. Now the set comes in, and that ball's going to go out of bounds, as now we're going to have Bremer, the server from Mepham, as Kakaya subs into the game for Brassel, causing it to be 22-21. And now, maybe not the best place to be in for your one rotation without a libero, but then again, you have Bremer serving, who's one of your top servers, and Kakaya, who's one of your best hitters with 47 kills on the season. And that's going to be a point for the Mepham Pirates, tying it up 22-22, as Bremer has her punishing serve there.
Yeah, you also have to wonder how many times has Southside been in a game like this as they call their timeout. They're 8-1. 7 of those wins have been 3-0 wins. And yeah, it's Mepham trying to shock everyone.
Definitely. Do we think Southside knows how to handle these close games? Maybe, maybe not. Being 8-1 on the year. This is the one thing. Mepham's 3-8, and they've been in a lot of games to 4 or 5 sets, so they know what to do when it's close in these sets. They know how to handle it. Will Southside be able to recover? Being such a great team, I don't think they're going to have a problem. Even if they do lose this set, I still think they have a great chance of winning this game. So I think Southside's such a great team that neither of these teams are going to have a problem. Whether they're used to being in these close games or not.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are used to this, but Mepham's a little used to it more, especially because Cyclones have had 2 sets to 5. The rest have gone to 3.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy to see, being the conference that they're in. They've been such a overpowering team so far, and Mepham's hoping to stop them. Bremer with the serve. Bremer, the serve gets received by Marshall. Free ball sent over. Palmer to Dobby. Dobby finds Rakos, and Rakos sends one, and that's going to be point Pirates, as when the Pirates are in need, they always look for Rakos, as Rakos is one of the best players on this team, and actually one of the best players in the county, as a top 10 player in the county.
And now we have Bremer going to serve 15 aces on the season coming into this game.
Yeah, as Rakos was all-county last year and looking to go all-state this year. Bremer with the serve. Bremer gets it right over the net. Now Benrock to Magnese, and Magnese with the kill, as it seems like it's going to be a Rakos versus Magnese for these next couple points.
Yeah, 23-23. It's anyone's game, as we now have Miller subbing in.
Now Magnese is going to be serving. As we know, it's played at 25, win by 2. So unless the next team wins the next 2 points consecutively, we're going to be going over 25 points. And that gets blocked at the net. Rakos sends a free ball. Benrock with the set. Looking for Calamari. Gets sent. Brassel. And that's going to be point Southside, as Brassel and Palmer are unable to connect to get over the net.
Yeah, and if Cyclones win this, then they win the set. This is a huge point for both teams.
Definitely. And Magnese is going to have the serve here. Magnese serves. Rakos receives. That's going to go over the net, and that's going to be a kill to end the set there, as we had a 25-23 set, which is once again, this game has been a great game, and it's going to be great for the next maybe 2 more sets, maybe 3 more sets. We'll have to wait and find out.
Miller especially, she got subbed in at the end and then has that game-ending kill.
Yeah, definitely a crazy game so far, and we'll see how it goes.
Now 1-1 in sets, and it's anyone's game. As we all know, things can change, and that was a great set right there.
Definitely, and hopefully we see a few more sets like that. Now we're going to be sending to Maya Passanisi and Steven Soul up in the studio.
One of the better sets of the game, just like the first set. I definitely think it was that the first set was a wake-up call for the Cyclones, and they executed on it.
I agree. At the very end of the game, both teams were tied, the 22-23, but the Cyclones ultimately were able to pull the win, and I think it's because they realized they can't be, playing anymore just because the Pirates' record isn't great. They are a great team, and I guess the Cyclones have realized that, and they have to pull it together. I
completely agree. Set 2 started off in the Cyclones' favor. They were just going all out on the Pirates, but the Pirates were relentless. They didn't stop. Like I said, they have athletes, they have players, they just kept going and going and going until, you know, it was 20, 22, 22, 23, 23.
Yeah.
It just kept going. It was a great set by the Pirates.
I agree. So I think there were definitely a couple of plays during the game that we could definitely take a look at. You know, there were a couple, like this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was tough. They tried to over and over, like, continue
Yep.
doing the same thing, but, you know, unfortunately it wasn't working, and they had to figure that out. And the other team clearly was able to pull back together.
Right. I mean, it's really just about execution and communication.
Yeah.
And if you want to win, that's something you have to be spot on about.
Yeah, I agree completely. It's, you know, communicating with your teammates and, you know, making sure you're all working together on the same page. And ultimately, like, that's what you need to do to score the points.
Right. And now going into set 3, tied up 1-1. It's really a great game. I think the Pirates still have a fighting chance. They're not letting up. They're not letting anything past them. I still feel the Pirates definitely have a chance at winning this, you know, without a doubt. And it's going to be really great seeing how this game progresses in the next set.
I agree. You know, it's 1-1 right now, so we really don't know what to expect for the next couple games. You know, hoping the Pirates pull through, but you never know. The Cyclones could get the win, especially looking at their record. You know, that they seem to be like that.
Yep.
We're going to now toss it down to Luke and Kyle.
Set number 3, the Mepham Pirates looking to bounce back from the last loss to Southside Cyclones.
Kyle, we got a game here now. We got a game here. It's tied 1-1. Both teams are in it now, and we're looking for who's going to come out on top. You know, that's the most important part of this whole thing. And as we're going into set 3, you know, both teams, it's like the game just started, 0-0. They're going to have to play just like they did as they started the game. So let's see what happens here.
Yep, this is now a 0-0 game of best of 3. Southside Cyclones are bringing momentum into this one after the last win. Mepham looks to bounce back here as they're hyping each other up, trying to get the momentum flowing, getting the energy high. Mepham's been playing great so far, but so has the Southside Cyclones, especially Abby Magnus, as she has been killing the ball in the middle. And as we take a look at the Nassau County kill leaders, Sam Rakos is right now 6th with 131, but not too far behind is Camilleri at number 9 with 101 kills.
Cyclones will serve first.
Here with the first serve of set 3 is Brock, the back row setter for the Cyclones. Serves it to Palmer. Dalby gets it up to the middle to Bremer with a quick set. Great dig by Britt. Set up to Milani. Dalby up to Rakos. Rakos gets the roll over. Britt, another great pass. Sets up the right side of the line. And there is Camilleri getting past Grace Brassel on that line kill.
See, what's hard about that one is that Grace Brassel is lined up so far up that she's really looking for a tip that's after the block. But when the ball is, when the outside is hitting that down to the line, it makes it hard for her to adjust and get a good pass off. That's what happened right there, and that's why Cyclones get the point right there.
Camilleri usually goes cross on that, so Grace Brassel is going to step up for the tip. She's not used to that line as Brock serves her second. Brassel trying to get down and misses it just by a little bit. Doesn't get there in time.
And Kyle, like I said, first pass is the most important pass. Once you get that first pass off, everything should flow well from there. But it all comes down to making that first play.
A good kill and a great setter all from the first pass as Brock gets her 3rd serve of the set. Palmer to Dalby to the outside to Rakos as she slams it, hits the net, lays out is Brock, and Britt is not able to get there to save that ball.
Hard ball to get to, you know, great effort on trying to get that dig off, but again, just such a difficult ball to get a pass off.
Here comes Sam Bremer for the one back row where Grace Brassel is not in. Good serve by Bremer, drops right there for Mulaney. Quick set to Magnus. Good dig by Bremer. Back row hit by Palmer. Good dig. Sam Rakos with the overpass. Palmer gets a good dig. Rakos tries to tip, but it tips out of bounds.
That was
great rally by the Cyclones as Fingleton keeps it up at every single moment.
That was just great heads-up playing by the Cyclones, you know, being able to adjust and get a pass off even while on the floor. It's really impressive.
Mepham not agree with that call. They think Reiko's tip was tipped off the blocker of Magnus and tipped out of bounds.
The refs are definitely going to talk this one over.
Refs are going to talk this one over. Tom Wilderman is not happy with the call of the way the direction of the ball went after the tip by Reikos. Luke, this is really a hard call to make by the refs.
You know, it's hard for these refs because they don't have an instant replay. They can't really look over that play. They're just going to have to discuss it and see what they want to go with, you know?
It's all with the human eye. It's hard to discuss this. Mepham doesn't seem like that they're going to be getting this point.
As we look at the replay here. Looks like Reikos got the tip. It looks like they might have gotten a finger on it, but it's too hard to tell.
Not able to see if Magnus' finger moves there. Reiko seemed to have just pushed it out of bounds. Southside's going to be getting that point.
You know, that's a toss-up call, you know? Sometimes you just got to make a call, and I think that was the right one.
Grace Brassel back in the back row for the serve receive. Here comes Mulaney for the serve. Pass by Palmer. Dalby with the tough set to Cinquemani to the right side. Pass by Barenbrock. Magnus to the outside to Camilleri. Grace in the back row. Cinquemani goes up, gets the kill from the tip off the block.
I think if both of these teams can start adjusting to hitting line instead of hitting cross, I think they will both see success. Because as you've seen, both of these teams in the same set have hit the ball line and have gotten success from it after hitting the ball cross for most of this game. I think that's a really important thing because now both teams are going to have to start adjusting, and not only adjusting for waiting for a tip off the line, but also waiting for an absolute hit to come right at them on the line. You know, it just makes it difficult for both teams to adjust to, and if they can both do that offensively, I think that's what's going to win in this game.
Yeah, hitting a cross is much different than a line. Most teams do not anticipate it as Kolstad comes in with the serve. Good dig by Merritt. Outside to Fingleton. Grace Brassel with a great dig, but no one's able to communicate and get there for that second touch. Now coming in, Britt is coming out of the game as libero, as Miller comes in for the middle blocker and Magnus is up for the serve. Good serve, Brassel gets it up. Palmer, good set to Dalby. To the front row to Fingleton. Great setup, and that is straight down by Sam Reikos and Kayacha.
Kayacha making those defensive plays, like I was saying before, you know. She brings such a presence when it comes to blocking that ball. Going up there and usually getting the ball down, that's what she's on the court to do, and that's exactly what she's doing, and she does it pretty well. Kayacha
is a great blocker for this team and what they need. Blocking that cross head as Lincoln comes in for Reikos with her first serve. Great serve, sets it down. Good pass by Camilleri. Weird rally going on. Camilleri with the right side hit, and that is straight down by Dalby with a great block.
You know, these two are really playing it defensively. They know how to get up there and block the ball. They're reading the players and where they're moving, and they're doing exactly of getting the ball down on the other side, and that's getting them points for this, you know?
Dalby and Kayacha are really starting to read that right side of Camilleri as it goes straight down off her hit, and Lincoln is up for her second serve. Good serve by Lincoln. Barenbrock sets up Mulaney in the back row, and it just gets over the blocker.
Hard thing to predict, you know. Obviously, Dalby was getting up there to get the block off. Tipped off to the front of her fingers. The rest of the court wasn't expecting it. It falls right in the middle. It's a difficult ball to cover, you know.
I completely agree, Luke. Kelly coming in for the serve now. So is Cosgrove for the front row hitter. Kelly serves it to Brassel, passes it, and that is overpassed by Brassel to Kolstad.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. That first pass, you know, obviously Grace has just taken up this libero spot really recently and taken it from Abby Palmer, but still that first pass is a very important thing. That's what the libero has to do.
Kelly coming over with the second serve. Palmer gets in front of it. Kolstad to the right side to Dalby. Great touch. Britt with a great dig. Up to Fingleton. And Kayacha comes down with it on the block on the Mepham Pirate side.
You know, that'll happen. She knew that the ball was coming out soft, tried to get off of the net after her block, and hit her hands and just fell right in front of her.
Kelly back up with the third serve in a row to Palmer. Palmer with a good pass to Kalsa at the net. Kayacha tips it over. Cyclones get a roll over. Kalsa has to pass over on the first touch. And that is going to be a net violation on number 19, Kayacha.
Getting a little too aggressive at the net. Might have to start laying off and just waiting for that return.
Really hard for a middle blocker like her to really not touch the net. It's a hard scenario there. Kelly coming with her fourth serve in a row. Brasso to Kolstad to the back row to Rakos. Rakos slams it. Great dig by the Cyclones. Britt sets up Cosgrove on the right side as it hits the ceiling, but the Pirates get it over, and it is miscommunication on the Cyclone side. A bad touch by Cosgrove on the dig.
You know, a little bit of scrappy ball right there. You know, the ball hit the ceiling, but the Pirates still found a way to get it over, and led to a point, finding the ball into a difficult place, and led to the Pirates coming over with that one.
Pirates breaking up that momentum run from the Cyclones as it was 4 in a row. Now Brassel is up with the serve. Singleton gets a bad touch, and that is going to be an antenna. It's out of bounds on the Cyclones.
Rough first pass leads to rough attempt to get the ball over, and just goes outside the antenna.
Yeah, it's a hard ball to get to, especially getting it around the antenna as Brassel is up for their second serve. Britt doesn't get a hand on it again as Brassel has gone 2 in a row now.
Brassel has a very good serve. It's kind of shaking up the back row of the Cyclones right now.
Mepham trying to break that momentum run of the last 4 in a row that the Cyclones have, as it is 3 in a row now, and Brassel is short at the net of a serve. Here comes Fingleton for the serve. 4 aces this season, looking to make it 5. Pass by Palmer to Kolstad to the back row to Rakos again. Great dig by Fingleton. Sets up Cyclones awkward as it at the net, and the Cyclones don't get it over as Bremer gets a tip over the net.
That ball was just hit way too hard. Having to react too fast and trying to get the pass off leads to it hitting the ceiling, and everybody's discombobulated on the court. A little scrappy, couldn't get the ball over, and that leads to a point to the Pirates.
Hard to really dig that ball on a hard hit like that as Dalby sets up her first serve outside, and that is an out hit by Mulaney. Too hard of a hit as it goes just over Grace Bradsel's head.
Had the power. She was looking for that spot, and they've been hitting it pretty well this whole game. Just couldn't reach the line on that one.
Dalby brings the score back to 9. Kelly sets up the outside. That is an out call. Mepham reaches a break there as Sam Rakos misses that dig. Luckily, it was an out of bounds ball. Dalby with 16 aces this season. Gets a short, low touch. Britt has to get down for that one. To Kelly to the outside, Mulaney. As there's miscommunication as Rakos makes a bad dig as Grace was behind her. Unfortunately, you got to talk more like that to make a good dig. Helena Miller, one of the middle blockers, gets a quick serve off. As a catch, Mepham not ready, but it's a great keep up by Rakos as Dalby does not have the power to get that one over.
That's a hard ball to get over. You're running your momentum one way, trying to get the ball the other.
Miller is really trying to beat the whistle here. Good pass by Palmer to Dalby as she sets the outside for a slide hit, and she's going to tip it right over the blocker as it goes right down to the right side.
You love to see one of those fall, don't you, Kyle?
I love to see it. Palmer up now for another serve. She has made the transition from libero to outside hitter over the past 2 games. She's been tremendous at it. Britt up to Magnus as it gives to Mulaney on the outside for a roll. Dalby sets up Rakos as they get a free ball over. Kelly to Magnus in the middle.
And she's been doing that all game. Just being able to read the court, find the open spots, and hitting it hard down, making it hard for the opposing team to really return. And she's doing great at it.
Magnus found a great job of splitting the 2 defenders in the back row. Right there, she went right between the back left and the center back. And now coming in for another serve is Baron Brock, the setter for the back row for the Cyclones. Started the game off with the serve. Palmer with the pass. Dalby with the set to the right side. Cyclones as she hits it out of bounds. Too far of a cross for her.
See, if you can adjust and hit that line spot, I think it's going to really throw off the defense a little bit. Maybe you'll be able to come away with the point.
Feeling pretty awkward there. She's hitting more of a deep corner would be good. Also, a line shot is going to catch the opposing team off guard as Brock is up for his second serve in a row. Good pass by Brassill. Dalby to the outside of Rakos. Great block by Cyclones as at the net. And as Magnus tips it over and dumps it right in front of Mepham.
That was a great defensive job by Magnus. You know, seeing Rakos approach, it's a scary thing. She's quite the hitter on the outside, but she was able to block that, get the point off, and great defensive possession.
Great block by Camilleri as Brassill was able to make good digs. Brock, third serve. Brassill, good pass to Dalby to the outside to Rakos. Cross, what a dig by British. She gets down. Camilleri goes cross now. Brassill is set up Cyclones. Fingleton to the outside of Camilleri. They get the tip off, and Mepham's not ready for us. They keep their blockers up. Mepham's going to call a timeout here, and that is just a great job by Southside Cyclones to bring momentum into this new run.
Southside's playing good scrappy ball right there. You know, being able to adjust, you know, without having the greatest of sets, being able to get the tips off, finding the open spots in the court. Blocks have been a big set, difference in this set. The defensive side entirely. That's leading to points.
The Cyclones are playing great side on both sides of the ball. And just 2 days ago, we had a Mepham position change from senior Grace Brassill with senior Abby Palmer as they have switched positions from libero to outside hitter. Big commitment for the Mepham Pirates to make so far late into the season.
Very interesting move, to be honest with you. You know, you want your libero in the bag to return balls, and Palmer was she was doing pretty well at it throughout the whole season, but I think they just wanted her to be able to play all around more and be able to get in the front row and get a hit on.
I believe Tom William has seen her in practice and see how he has wasted somewhat of her talent in the front row and decided to make the move very sharply. Here's Baron Brock up after Mepham tries to ice her for the serve, for her fourth serve in a row. Palmer to Dalby as they set the outside to Rakos again. And Britt makes a great dig. Camilleri over the net, crosses it, and miscommunication between Cyclones and Dalby for her to get the kill.
And that is a tremendous dig. She's been able to read Rakos very well this whole set. Rakos has been throwing absolute missiles down there, but she is able to return them, get a good pass off, leads to a good set, and that's why Cyclones are getting points right now.
Rakos trying to hit as hard as she can at her, but she's hitting right at her, which causes Britt to just make a quick reaction in time and a great pass. Baron Brock up for her fifth serve in a row now. Brasso, good pass to Dalby's serve spot. Quick set to Rakos as she finally gets one over on a quick one ball.
And maybe that's all she needs, to see one fall. You know, it wasn't the prettiest one, but at least it was one. And that could lead to a momentum change, you know. Rakos might need to see that one fall to get something going here.
Now coming in for the game instead of Kelly Kayacha is Alexa Schroeder, and she's going to be playing middle blocker, it seems like. Bremer with a great serve. Britt to the middle to Magnus, as Magnus is killing the ball to the left side of the court.
Britt has got her momentum going. She knows where to get the ball to. She's doing a great job at returning great balls, and that's leading to great sets and great hits.
Britt has been playing great. She has been really adapting to this Mepham offense as they've been hitting it right at her, but she knows exactly where to be on the court. Mulaney now with the serve. Brasso to Dalby to Alexa Schroeder in the middle. Cyclones set up Mulaney in the back row. Great dig by Palmer. Sets up the outside to Rakos. Great dig by Britt as she makes a diving play and gets it over. Back up to Rakos. Gets blocked. Point at the net. And Schroeder is not there in time as Magnus smacks it down.
And the Cyclones are reading it right now. They know the primary is Rakos. They are getting to her and blocking her every single time. the Pirates might need to change it up a little bit because Britt's playing a great back row, but they need to throw it to different hitters.
Britt is immediately going after a ball as they get a serve over. Lex Schroeder hits a roll over the net. Sets up the right side for Camilleri. Rakos tries to get a block off it, but it tips out of bounds.
The Cyclones got everything working in their favor as of right now.
Here comes Mulaney for another serve. Palmer gets it up. Dalby to Palmer in the back row. Mulaney, good pass to the setter to Camilleri, who's just going to set it over on a free ball. Dalby to Rakos on the outside. Good tip. Miscommunication. Britt keeps it up to Fingleton to free it over the net. Dalby trying to set it up. Camilleri just hits it right back over. Dalby to the back row. Palmer going to set it over. Sets up Fingleton the outside. Crosses it and just gets the tip over the net.
She put the ball in a good spot. Right along the net. Didn't even look like it was going to go over for a second. Made Rakos hesitate. She couldn't get there, and that leads to a point.
Coach Tom Wilderman disagreeing with her, thinking the Cyclones got 4 touches. Michaela Dalby now communicating with the ref, trying to find an answer. Tom Wilderman not in a happy mood right now. Disagreeing with the call, but Mepham's just going to have to play through it. Cyclones get the point, now a lead of 20-12, a big lead for the Cyclones here as Mulaney serves it up again. Good call by Mepham as that ball is out of bounds on the serve. Here comes Paige Kolstad with the serve for Alyssa Cinquamani, the new back row setter for Mepham. Kolstad going to try to get a rally going here with her serves. And that is an out of bounds serve, something Mepham does not want right now. Really looking good for the Cyclones here. Magnus now reaching the back row for another serve this set. Good pass by Palmer. Kolstad sets up a good hit for Rakos on the right side. Southside sets up Camilleri on the right side, and that's going to be an antenna out of bounds on the Cyclones.
You know, big deficit in the Pirates right now. They're going to have to look for a way to get back, get some momentum back. As of right now, the Cyclones are in charge.
I completely agree, Luke. Lidikin now coming in for Rakos for the serve. Lidikin, great serve, gets the overpass. Mepham has the free ball, sets up the right side. The Dalby, Barenbrock sets up Camilleri on the right side. Good dig by Brassill. Kolstad able to get a play. Brassill's just gonna have to free ball it over. Barenbrock sets a quick middle to Miller. Mepham keeps it alive. Palmer hits over a free ball. Good pass by Britt. Barenbrock to Camilleri on a close tip. And Mepham's gonna get that really awkward rally.
You know, rough ball placement from the set, making it hard for the hitter to get there, but that leads to the point for the Pirates. But Cyclones still seem to have it right now.
Something about Lineker is that she serves so far behind the line. And that one's going to be out of bounds.
Trying to put too much power in the ball. Serving it far from behind the line could lead to putting it too far in front of the line, I guess, for the other team.
Rakos coming in back in for the Pirates, trying to get the energy flowing again. As Mia Kelly comes in for the back row setter as she gets her next serve of the game. She had a good momentum run with 4 in a row last time she was serving. Brasso with a good pass to middle. Kolstad sets up Schroeder, and it is blocked over by Miller on the tri-tip.
Good defensive possession by the Cyclones. I'm telling you, the blocks has been what is winning the Cyclones this set.
Cyclones have been playing great offense and defense on both ends. Kelly with a serve that's going to go out of bounds. Hopefully Mepham can get a few points here to get the rally going as the score is 23-16. Only 2 more needed for the Cyclones. Brassel with the serve to Fingleton. Close one. Dalby's going to try to hit over, and she's just going to miss it at the net.
Tough play to make, but got to get that one over, whether it's hard or soft hit.
Now it is set point for the Cyclones as Fingleton's back up with the serve. Grace gets a tough one. Kolstad's not going to be able to get there as the Cyclones win the next set as they look to win one more to finish this game off.
You know, the Cyclones have the momentum right now, I'm not going to lie. They got the momentum. They won 2 sets in a row, setting the Pirates back with only 1 set won. Cyclones are up 2-1 now. Pirates are going to have to make some changes, you know, on both sides. They have to get their passes off better. They're going to have to get up on the net and block better because the Cyclones have been doing just that. They read Rakos, and they're doing well on the defensive side, and I think that's what won them that set.
Cyclones take set 3 now as their libero, Maeve Britt, has been playing outstanding, adapting to the Mepham offense. And not only that, she has been playing great defense overall, and so has the Cyclones with all the blocking from Magnus and Miller in the middle. Everything seems to be going well for the Cyclones right now.
As we're going to set it up back to our studio.
Well, with set 3 in the books, the Cyclones take on the 2-1 lead, and to be honest, it's not looking too great for Mepham.
Yeah, you know, they really tried to pull it together at the end of the game with it being 15-23, and they got it up to 17, but the Cyclones did take the win.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if I was Mepham, this would be the time to lock in and start just playing your whole heart out, you know. If the Cyclones right now, they have the best chances of winning with the momentum going into the 4th set, I would be a little scared if I was Mepham, to be honest.
Mepham made some pretty good saves throughout the game, but I do think that they need to start trying to. They realize now that the Cyclones are a team that they have to try really hard to beat, and since they are senior oriented, their seniors are definitely going to be playing their hearts out for the next 2 games.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, in the beginning, the Cyclones came out going great, and here's a replay of it right here. You know, it's all about communication and execution.
Yeah, the kills here really constant. That's really the Cyclones' main thing. If Mepham's just able to keep blocking them, then we would be able to keep some points up.
Those are their killers. That's really just how they're plowing through, winning games.
Yeah.
Their 3 keys: control the outside, stay in the system, make quick passes. They're executing on every single one of those. They're firing on all cylinders, and they're going all out.
Quick passes, I think, is definitely an important one, and also the communication between the passers, so they know who they're passing it to, they're able to get it over the net, and ultimately make that kill that the Pirates won't be able to block.
100%, yep. Mepham really has to step it up. You know, they are the underdogs, and they do, you know, I mean, look, they're doing all right. They're doing good.
Yeah.
They're doing better than I thought they would, and that's really just something that
yeah, because if you look at the different scores, you wouldn't really expect that. And we're going to send it down to Jake and Brandon.
As me and Brandon Catalina are back to commentate this 4th set here.
Yeah, it's a great game thus far. 2-1 Southside. As you see those standings right now, Southside in 1st place and Mepham in 7th. But this is the most stacked conference in all volleyball.
Yeah, it's the most stacked conference in the county. Really expecting a great 4th set here. You know, Mepham must-win set here to you know, keep this game alive and push it to 5 sets.
Yeah, the whole goal, get set 5. You know, 2-1 right now, and the first 2 were really good games. They were very close. That one got a little away from the Pirates, so they're going to want to strike back.
Definitely. You know, the goal isn't, you know, win the game in the set, because you can't do that. It's to live to fight another day. You know, that's the goal for the Pirates. Don't give up and live to fight another day.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Palmer with the serve, sends it over. Received by Laney as we hear her name again. Calamari with the hit. Dobby with the dig. Brassel with the help set. Rakos trying to find her distance and hits it out of bounds there.
Just out right there from Rakos, and that's exactly how the Cyclones want to stop. Don't start scoring points as Mulaney has the serve.
Here comes Mulaney with the serve, as we're going to hear her name a lot in this 4th set, trying to put these Mepham Pirates to sleep. Brassel with the receive. Straight to Bremer. Bremer hits it, gets a hand on it. Other team gets a hand on it, though. Now free ball over. Rakos. Now, Dobby tries to set it with one hand there after the pass wasn't great, but is unable to find anybody there for the kill or a point in general.
Yeah, good effort there by Bremer. And Maloney back to serve.
Here comes the serve from Mulaney. She gets the service from the ref. Serve comes to Palmer. Palmer eats it. Brassel. Now over to Dobby. Dobby sends it all the way back, and it's going to go out of bounds there. As she was trying to place it where nobody was, but she placed it where it's not allowed to go, out of bounds.
Yeah, Mepham got to try getting some points on the board. Got to try getting.
Definitely. Here comes Mulaney. Mulaney getting ready to serve. Mulaney with the serve. And that ball is going to come out of bounds as Brassel moves out of the way at the last second.
Yeah, just out. That was almost a perfect ace right there, but just not enough.
Yep. Now Bremer comes in for the serve. As Kakaya also comes into the game for Brassel. Brassel will be out at this point here. Bremer gets ready to serve. Puts the hand up. Comes, jumps, serves the floater over. Mulaney with the receive. Now Magnese with the punishing kill there to bring Southside up 3-1 in this set.
Yeah, great kill by Magnese, as she is now going to be the server, as we have Miller subbing in.
Now Magnese is serving, and like you said, Miller's coming in. Brassel comes back into the game for Bremer. Pirates are getting ready for the receive. Comes over. Palmer eats it. Now Dobby sets it up to Rakos. Rakos with the tip and finds a spot where nobody was. You know, Berenbrock came in diving, but, you know, hits it into no man's land.
Yeah, now we have Kolstad getting subbed in. Pirates are really trying to get some points. 4-2 to start this.
As Cinquemani came into the game right there. Now Kolstad with the serve. Fires it over the net. Eaten by Milani. Now the right side hitter hit that ball, and that was the right side hitter hit that ball as that was Calneri. Now over. Kolstad to Dobby. Dobby with the hit. Tipped over. Set up by Berenbrock. With kill. Not a kill. And Kakaya sends it over the net after the dig by Brassel. Calneri goes to the kill, and it goes right past Brassel as it hits her right on that right arm there.
Yeah, even though that was Southside's point, amazing effort by the libero from Mepham Brazil to even keep the point going.
Definitely. As now Southside's making some changes. As Kelly is coming in, and Berenbrock comes out, and also Cosgrove comes in the game. The serve from Kelly. Rakos with the tip. Tries to get into the middle. Libero Britt gets it. Hits over by Singleton. And Palmer, you know, bumps it. It goes out of bounds, but it goes into the basketball hoop over there. The fans having a little bit of fun there. And all the Pirates can do is laugh about that one.
Yeah, that's not something you see every day. A perfect swish right there.
Yeah. The serve from Kelly. The serve at Palmer with the receive. And cannot find Kolstad in her base to, you know, get a good pass there. As the game goes to 7-2 now. Pirates have to find a way to fight back here.
Yeah, Kelly the server, 4 aces on the season. And yeah, perfect start for Southside.
Here comes Kelly with the serve. Palmer goes diving, and Kolstad's unable to make the play.
Yeah, Mepham, rough start, but things can always change, and yeah.
Yeah, this game is a game of streaks. Whoever's hot, as Coach Tom Lindemann calls timeout to address the girls and tell them what they have to do better.
Yeah, they really could use a timeout, refresh everything, as this is a very good Southside team, as we have seen. As I said before, they've had 7 3-0 wins. The other 2 games were just 3-2 against the same team in Wantagh.
Yeah, it's really crazy to hear. You know, the Southside team's been so dominant this season. And you see on the replay here, Mulaney with the dig, then gets set up to Magnese, and Magnese has that punishing kill right to Palmer's feet. As Magnese has been, you know, when they need a key kill, she's been the one they go to.
Yeah, that key kill, as we've seen all game, has been the way for Southside.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see how they can incorporate Singleton in this game, as she's a right side hitter with 27 kills and 56 digs on the season.
Yeah, as Kelly is back to serve for Southside as we're checking back in.
The ref is ready to give service. There it is, and Kelly is ready to serve. Kelly jumps, serves it over. Brassel to pass. Kallstadt sends it to Dobby. Dobby gets blocked at the net by, as that was Miller, who blocked her at the net there. Combination of Miller and Cosgrove on the block.
Yeah, Miller, as we saw, won the second set for Southside with that spike. So, yeah, Miller, great block.
Great block there. Here comes Kelly as they're up 9-2, the Cyclones, and they're going to try and build up this lead and, you know, put the Pirates to sleep. Kaya with the spike there, but it gets digged. Now back to Palmer. Palmer over to Dobby. Dobby sends it, and that ball is hit by Mulaney off this light, and that ball is going to come flying back down onto the court, and that's going to be a kill from Michaela Dobby.
Yeah, as you saw, Southside got a big streak. Now Mepham's going to look to do the same. That was a very good point for them with two great spikes and one ended in the kill.
And now it looks like Kaylee Harrison is coming in the game to serve instead of Sienna Linekin in the San Marco spot here. So we'll see what Harrison can bring to the team. Maybe some more energy. Harrison sends it over right to Mulaney. Mulaney with a not so great pass, but Miller is able to get there. Dobby over to Kallstadt. Kallstadt back to Dobby. Dobby sends it over. Britt now, and Harrison tries to send that back into play, but is unable to do it.
Yeah, that was a good effort there by Harrison, but just no one home as we are going to have Reykos getting subbed back in.
Yep, Harrison comes out, Reykos back into the game. Mepham's going to have to look to feed Reykos here if they want to be able to come back in this one. Serve comes over. That was from Fingleton. Brassel to Kallstadt. Reykos from the back row. That's called a pipe right there. And she gets the kill, as it didn't look like Southside was expecting the back row kill from Reykos.
Yeah, great kill right there from Reykos. Reykos has been doing it all game. She's 131 kills, 5th in the county coming into this game.
Yeah, that's great to see. You know, like I said, Mepham's going to have to feed her to get back into this game. Brassel to serve, right to Britt. Kelly sets it up for Miller. Miller tips it over, and it gets blocked by Dobby there.
Great block right there by Dobby. 16 blocks on the season for her.
Yeah, now Brassel's going to come back to serve. Let's see if they can create this deficit to become even lower than to get smaller than it is already. Kelly to Mulaney. Mulaney sends it over. Reykos with a dig there. Kallstadt over to Dobby. Kana gets pushed Dobby out of position and is unable to do anything with that, and that's going to make it 11-5 for the Cyclones as Magnese comes in the game for Britt.
Yeah, Mulaney with another great kill. Almost wasn't there, but just enough.
Yeah. Now Miller serves it right to Reykos. Kallstadt calls for help there on the set, but nobody comes over to help as Brassel and Palmer come running over a little too late.
Yeah, just not enough timing. They got Pirates just a little off right now with their timing.
Yeah, definitely. As now Miller is serving to Reykos. Reykos to Kallstadt. Kallstadt over to Palmer. Palmer with the hit. It gets blocked at the net. Blocked at the net by Cosgrove. And that's going to make it 13-5 Cyclones.
Amazing block right there by Cosgrove, and that's going to just keep the momentum rolling Southside.
Miller serves it over, gets it short, and that's going to be an ace for Miller as she sends it right above that 10-foot line. And Coach Wilderman calls a timeout, keeping the starters together, not bringing the rest of the team. Really wants to dial in here.
Yeah, this whole set has been all Southside. It looks like they can't do any wrong. However, Mepham's going to try to find a mistake.
Yeah, definitely. As now you see the players conversing on each side, trying to figure out what they have to do, especially on this Mepham team, to fight back here.
Yeah, as McCormack is hurt for Southside. She's one of their better players. 23 kills, 46 digs, and 4 aces on the year.
Yeah, so now we're going to see what is the Southside going to do to keep this lead strong so this Mepham team doesn't find a way to fight back and tie this up 2-2 and push a 5th set.
And 14-5 Cyclones, and we are back from the timeout.
Miller's going to be staying serving here. Miller gets ready to serve. Service is given by the referee. The serve to Reykos. Reykos with the receive. Now Dobby hits it, and that's going to be blocked, but stay on the net. And Mulaney comes crashing into the scorer's table over here As good thing she is okay, as she's been so great for the Cyclones team tonight.
Yeah, she got the block, but it just rolled on the net and rolled just enough for Mepham to get the point, as we have a substitution with
Cinquamani comes into the game for Kallstadt. Dobby serves it over. Singleton with the receive. Kelly. And going over. Now Rakos passed it. Dobby. And it's going to be Palmer with the down ball there. Now Kelly. Britt sends the free ball over. Rakos. Now Dobby. Dobby sets Bremer. Bremer sets it up. And that's going to be point Cyclones as that ball goes out of bounds there on the far side of the court.
Yeah, just out of bounds for the Mepham as Cyclones get the point.
Yep. And then there's going to be some subs for the Southside Cyclones team, excuse me. As Berenbrock comes in the game and Calamari comes in the game. Berenbrock's going to be your setter now, and Calamari is going to be hitting on the right side, who has 101 kills this year, who's 9th in the county.
Yeah, definitely one of the best players for the team.
No, we haven't heard her name much today, which means the Mepham team's done a great job of trying to, minimize the damage that she does. As Dobby rolls it right in the middle and nobody's able to get it for the Southside team.
Yeah, Berenbrock tried making the diving effort. She has 37 digs on the year, but not able to get that one.
Nope. Now Palmer's going to be serving, so Pirates have gone through a full rotation here. Palmer's serving. This is right where you want to be from Mepham, have your best server up. But Magnese with the kill. Dobby with the receive. And now Cinquamani is unable to keep that and get in.
Yeah, the ref called out. She went past the pole, so Cinquamani gets past the pole, and it will be Southside's point.
Yep. And here comes, it's going to be Mulaney serving for Southside. Mulaney serves. Brassel receives. Dobby. Rakos sends it. Gets tipped at the net, but it falls onto that Southside side. That's going to be another kill for Rakos tonight.
Yeah, Mepham, they got to build off some momentum eventually, and this looks like the time that they could.
Bremer serving now. Kakaya comes onto the court. We'll see if we can get Kakaya, if the Mepham Pirates can get Kakaya going here, as she had a really nice hit before. Dobby, Bremer gets dove on by Singleton. Now they set up Rakos. Rakos sends it. Dig by Britt. Now Calamari with a punishing kill right in front of Albie Palmer there.
Yeah, got tipped a little by the Pirates off the line, but got enough and went into no man's land, as now we have a substitution with Williamson.
As Williamson comes in for Cinquamani here.
And we will have
Magnese serving. Magnese sends a serve. Rakos receives. Dobby to Rakos. Rakos sends it over. That's going to come inbound right over the shoulder of Magnese. This is going to be another kill for Rakos tonight.
Yeah, perfect kill right there for Rakos. Rakos has a ton of kills this game. And as I said before, one of the best killer in the county.
Yep, definitely. And now Kallstadt comes in for Williamson, as Williamson's time in there was short-lived. And Kallstadt with the serve. Kallstadt serves. Britt with the receive. Then Calamari with the kill, with the hit, and that's going to be a kill, as Palmer's unable to receive it there.
Great play by Calamari right there, and it is going to be. And now we have check-ins, and we will have Cosgrove getting checked in and Kelly.
Now Kelly's going to be your setter as Berenbrock comes out here. Kelly serves it up. Palmer with the receive. Helped by Grace Bass on the set there. Dobby sends it, and that's going to get tipped at the net and go and fall onto the Southside side, and that's going to be a point for Mepham Pirates as Kaylee Harrison comes in the game to serve for Sam Rakos.
Yeah, if you're Mepham, you got to build on this momentum. There's not much time left, and this is the time to do so.
Definitely, 18-10, you got to rattle off a few points here and start a comeback. There's a good serve from Harrison. Mulaney with the receive. Now Singleton with the hit. Kallstadt going to need a help set from Palmer. Kakaya sends that serve in, and they're going to call that ball out of bounds, as that's going to make it 19-10.
Yeah, and we have Rakos getting subbed back in. That was a very close ball that could have gone both ways.
Definitely. Both refs agreed on it, though, and that's going to be a call. And that's going to be out of bounds. Fingleton with the serve. Brassel eats it off the chest. Good pass by Rakos there, and sets up Palmer for the kill, making it 19-11.
Yeah, Palmer, one of the top 50 players coming into the season with that kill.
Yep. And now you're going to see, you heard from the Pirates fans screaming, nothing to lose. As now, 19-11, you know, not very close game, playing at 25. They're just going to be swinging here as hard as possible, trying to make something happen here. Mulaney hits that out of bounds, making it 19-12. And maybe the Pirates can get something going here.
Yeah, if there's any, you can't wait forever. And now this could be their opportunity.
Yeah, this might be the last one they have. It's Brassel with the serve. Brassel serves it right at Mulaney. Finds Miller. Miller with the hit. Brassel hits it, and it goes off the net, and Palmer is unable to get it off the net.
Yeah, just not enough right there for the Pirates.
Yep.
Now you have Miller for the serve.
Miller comes to the serve, 20-12. Miller with a short serve, and that's going to be an ace right in front of the 10-foot line, making it 21-12 as Southside only needs 4 more points to this win, and the Pirates need 13 to win this game.
Yeah, perfect serve right there. Not a backside, but a short side.
Nope, can't get better than that. Right in the middle. As a great receive there from Rakos. And Kostet tries to dump it in the middle. Does not work. Kelly to Miller. Or not, sorry, excuse me, Cosgrove. And that ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and it's 21-13. Gotta get points together eventually. And you said volleyball, game of streaks. Pirates need a streak.
Definitely. Now you have Williamson coming in the game. Dobby is serving. Dobby with the serve. Fingleton now finds Magnese. Magnese, Dobby with the dig. Brassel keeps it alive. Palmer sends it back over the net. That's a great defensive standpoint there. Mulaney with a punishing kill, though, denying the defensive standpoint for the Mepham Pirates.
Yeah, you think the Pirates are about to get some momentum with that huge hit back. And Southside just says no, and they get this kill. And now you have some sub-ins. You will end up having Kamalari getting sub back in, and you have Benenbrock getting sub back in.
Yep.
And as we check some of the stats for the game, you have Kamalari getting subbed in 101 kills, 9th in the county, 11 blocks, and 7 digs.
And here the Mepham Pirates are trying to stay alive here at the end of this game. And now Benenbrock is going to be serving here.
Gotta do it eventually.
Yeah, now this really has to be the last chance they're going to have to really push a comeback here. Palmer with the hit. Britt digs that. Now the hit from Calmary. She rolls it. Brassel with the dig. Dobby to Rakos. Rakos with the pipe. And she finds an open space in front of Fingleton there to get the kill. Now Mepham's really got to rattle off 5 or 6 points here to come back.
Yeah, as we said, they really got to rattle points. This could be their last chance serving, so they got to do it.
Now you have Palmer, though. Palmer is the first serve in the rotation, probably the best server on the team. Right to Britt. Britt, Berenbrock, Magnese. Magnese hits the ball inbounds. And that is just, every time the Pirates start something, Magnese finishes it. And that's been the story of the game today. Magnese bringing that energy back to the Southside team.
Yeah, Magnese has been everywhere, and Maloney has also been everywhere.
And now we got Maloney serving here. Laney with the serve. Palmer receives. Dobby to Williamson. Williamson with the hit. And that is going to be a kill for Williamson, her first in the day as she just came in this 4th set. Now it's going to be 23-15. And now you really need, like we said before, 5 or 6 points here.
Yeah, you got to rattle up a couple. Cyclones 2 points away from winning. Got to get close.
Definitely don't want to go down 24-15 here. Or even, you want to be at around 24-20 to really have a great chance. Brett with the receive. Now Berenbrock. Mulaney. Dobby with the dig. Bremer with the help set. Williamson there. Rolls it. Diving play by Calmary. Now Fingleton on the right side. Now Bremer. Now it's going to, and it just is unable to find a place for Rakos to send over. And Southside Cyclones need 1 more point for the win here.
Yeah, Camillari with the great diving play there. And now we have, who else but Magnese trying to finish the game.
Yep, Magnese is going to go for the finishing touches here. Serves it. Palmer. Dobby. Rakos. Rakos sends it And Magnese goes for the one-hand dig there, but unable to get it, making it 24-16. Now it's do or die for Mepham.
Yeah.
They need to get 9 points in a row. 8 points in a row to stay alive. 24-24 causes that to be win by 2 scenario where you live to fight another day. Callstat with the serve. Mulaney, Barenbrock, Fingleton, and it gets rejected by Kakaya and Dobby at the net. And that's going to make it 24-17, where Mepham's going to try and claw their way back into this.
Yeah, Mepham has Callstat, who's 14 aces as a main server, so she's the girl that they want out there.
Definitely. Hopefully she make it 15 aces here. Cyclones, great receive. There. And that's going to be a down ball hit over. And Callstat with the nice little dump in, making it 24-18. Now Southside, they need a good pass if they want. They need a good first pass here to really formulate something. Get Miller, maybe Fingleton set up to, end this.
Yeah, Mepham trying to get momentum.
Callstat with the serve. Sends it over. Britt with the dig. Perfect pass. And it's dumped. And that's going to end it with a little dump from the setter. The last thing Mepham was expecting. A dump right there to end the game right into the middle.
Yeah, Mepham was really looking for a spike, but didn't try to get fancy, just a little bit over.
And yeah, that was a great game today. Finishing 3-1 Southside. Coming back being down 1-0. 25-18 final score there. And we'll see if Southside can continue the streak of being 9-1. As Mepham should still feel accomplished after this game of being one of the only teams to take Southside more than 3 sets.
Yeah, it's besides Wanta, they've not been taking over 3 sets for that much of the game.
No, and it's great to see that the Mepham team showed their fight throughout the whole game. Now, definitely, Mepham's going to be moved to 3-9 in the season, which, in most cases wouldn't be great, but in their conference, it's, not a bad place to be, as they're in the top conference in the county.
Yeah, as we saw last year, they didn't have the greatest record either, but they still made the Long Island Championship. So anything's possible with how good of a division and the teams they have to play.
As Southside is done, and it looks like our player of the game for the night is going to be Magnese of Southside, who had a great game. And, that was just a great game for Magnese, having punishing kills whenever needed and, always being able to take down the momentum of the Mepham Pirates on the night. Great job by Magnese tonight, and it's a great job by the Southside team in general. Now we're going to send it over to talk to Magnese.
Abby Magnus, the Southside Volleyball Player of the Game. So, how does it feel being Player of the Game tonight?
Oh, it's it's great. I love it. I love this. I love playing volleyball. It's like I just love volleyball. It's a great sport, and I just have fun playing it.
So volleyball, you need a lot of teamwork to play the game. How does it feel playing with your teammates tonight?
I love them so much. They're like my biggest support team. So they mean everything to me during games. So yeah.
And lastly, it's almost playoff time. What are you guys doing to prepare for those games?
Working hard every day, just working together, talking to each other, communicating, and just working together as a team.
Thanks, guys. I'm Haley Gardner, and back to you guys in the studio.
All right, there you have it. Abby Magnus, one of the best players probably in the league, I would say, getting Player of the Game. No surprise there. She had one heck of a game, and she really played well.
Yeah, I agree. That game was great. The Pirates did try their best in the beginning of the game to go against each other, and they did the best they could, but in the end, ultimately, the Cyclones did make their mark, and they did win.
Yep. Cyclones were able to take the win 3-1, but the Pirates, they did not stop fighting.
Yeah.
In the end, I think they scored an extra maybe five points, but unluckily they were, got that last score to make it 25, and it just wasn't in their favor tonight.
But that was a great game. Great job to everybody playing. Make sure you tune in next Friday for a boys varsity volleyball game against the Dalers. That's all for us. Yep. I'm Maya Passanisi.
And I'm Steven Soul, and thank you for watching.